Hi, this is Maarten of ProjectSAM. Welcome to the official walkthrough video for the free orchestra version 2.0. So, the free orchestra is a free introduction to our cinematic sample libraries. Ranging from soft strings to bombastic brass, it contains sounds from across our product line, including our flagship Symphobia series. TFO is a 100% free download, and it can be used in the free Contact player. This means you don't need to purchase any additional software to use it. And, hence this video, TFO has just gotten a huge update. There's new sounds, new features, and a fresh new design. Until now, the free orchestra was made up of individual Contact files. It was a Contact instrument for each of the free presets. This new 2.0 update brings all these together into a single Contact instrument, a single environment from which you can access all the instruments and sounds. And this is done using the same new engine as we now use for the updated versions of Symphobia and TrueStrike. You can now select any of the TFO instruments from the new browser. Simply click one of the icons, or click the small speaker icon for a short audio preview of the instrument. The multis are now also accessible from here. Multis are inspiring combinations of instruments, a bit like a kit or ensemble, with multiple sounds available across the keyboard. For now, let's select the Sordino violins, which will load up the brand new interface. As you can see, TFO has gotten quite a visual upgrade. All the controls from the first version are still there. There's some new controls as well, and everything is nicely spaced out. The big center knob controls a different feature for each instrument. In this case, the dreamy effect, which lifts the violins into higher spheres. To the left of the big knob, there's a volume control, and to the right, dynamics. As you can see, the dynamics are currently controlled by the modulation wheel. And this can be changed over here. You can select a different CC number. For example, if you want to control the dynamics of the violins using a breath controller, you can set the CC number to 2. You can also choose to control the dynamics using velocity instead, like so. Over here, you have a bunch of quick controls. You can change the attack and release times of the instrument, add additional reverb, enable a limiter, low-pass filter, and stereo imager. On the left, you will find a number of quick toggles. Master EQ allows you to add a subtle low and high-end boost to the instrument, and the octaver automatically adds an extra octave to all incoming notes. New to the free orchestra is the built-in mixer, which allows you to load up to 10 different instruments within this one environment. You can load additional instruments into the empty slots, like this. And control volume, solo, and mute. Now, all controls and settings in this entire middle section of the interface are unique for each mixer slot, for each instrument. For example, you can enable the octave for one instrument and leave it turned off for another. You can adjust the attack, release, and reverb for each instrument individually. You can now also see more clearly that the big center knob controls a different feature for all of these instruments. I already mentioned the dream effect for the Sordino strings, and for the power strike instrument, you can now see that the big knob controls the mix between the two different mic positions, the microphones, from really close to really far. And for the Pandora bursts, it gives you the option to add even more oomph to the arrangement, like this. Also, Power Strike is an example of an instrument that has the reverse toggle here. At the top here, you can see that we're now in the performance view. Let's check out the advanced view. Here, a lot of additional controls and options are available. One of the most useful things you can do here is visually transpose the selected instrument, move it across the keyboard, as well as trim the range of the instrument. In the first mixer slot, I have the bombastic basses loaded. And in the second mixer slot, the short strings. Now, these two instruments are already partially overlapping, but what I would like to do is the higher range, the violins and violas, to overlap with the bombastic basses down here. That way you could play them as one bigger arrangement with the strings playing nice wide octaves. Well, you can simply select the short strings, trim the left side to cut off the cellos and basses there, and then move the remaining strings over to the left. They're now overlapping with the bombastic basses again. And it sounds like this. Another cool little feature in the advanced view is the note stacker. By clicking the little keyboard here, you can add relative intervals to any notes that you play. If you enable the octave like this, the note stacker works exactly like the octave button that I showed earlier. But here you can also add any other interval. For example, you can select a diminished chord and get this cool performance. So these extra notes are only added to the short strings selected here. As you can see, the note stacker is not used for the bombastic basses. So this is in fact how we made the library's multis, by loading multiple instruments into the mixer slots and using the various performance and advanced controls available. And there's now 10 multis that come with the library, offering a variety of inspiring starting points for your composition. As part of this 2.0 update, we also added new sounds to the free orchestra. There are 2 brand new instruments. This is Wretched Rises, taken from Symphobia for Pandora. This one offers our acclaimed adaptive sync feature, which automatically picks the best matching sample length and then tweaks it further to exactly fit your track's tempo. And you can do this by setting the exact number of beats you want using the big knob. Or by setting it to always sync to the next downbeat, which works great when recording from a sequencer, like this. The other new instrument is Organ Mystique, taken from the various church organs we recorded over the years. So that's what's new in version 2.0 of the free orchestra. We believe this update has made the library a lot more user-friendly. more flexible and just more fun to use. And we're looking forward to hearing what you will write with it. If you're already using the free orchestra, updating is super simple. Just open the Native Access app and update the library from there. When you do, please note that TFO instruments in existing music projects will not get updated automatically. You'll have to replace these instruments manually if you want to use the new features or sounds in those projects. If you are new to the free orchestra, please go to our website, ProjectSAM.com, make an account, go to the free orchestra page and click Get Now to claim your free serial number. You can now add this serial number in the Native Access app by Native Instruments and download the full library, as well as Kontakt Player if you're new to Kontakt as well. Before signing off, I'd like to invite you to watch our separate preset walkthrough video as well, in which I give a short preview of each of the 16 instruments and 10 multis found in the free orchestra. This will be especially fun to watch if you're new to the library. Last but not least, make sure to keep an eye on our website, where we will soon share more exciting TFO news with you. Thank you for watching and happy composing. Bye bye.